Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. I think it's time to do a review on what I think of this machine, this Huina 1593 excavator. And since I've been operating for a while, I thought, well, let's get my opinion on this excavator. Now, I like the way it looks. I love, like it's got some great detail to it, but it could probably use a little bit more. But anyways, for the money that you get, they've done a really good job. I like the way how they ran all the hydraulic hoses, which actually has wires, because all the wiring's inside these fake hydraulic hoses. How they run up and hid all the wiring, which is really good. Now, I also like how they used these hydraulic rams as actuators, so they're more or less like a screw, so it pushes the boom out and pulls the boom back in instead of the servo. So these are still servos, but there's a little bit different gearing inside, which I've seen guys take these apart from the 1593, and they have all metal gears inside. So there's an actuator here for the forearm, and then there's an actuator here for the bucket. I also like that it comes with a nice alloy metal bucket, and it really does dig, because I did put it through its tests. So there we go. And then for the main boom, we have a motor that sits back down in here where this half moon gear sits, and that's a worm gear drive. And then we have another motor sitting directly in the middle for the turret in order to swing it back and forth. And then we have two more motors for the drive system, one left, one right. Now, I like the detail, I like the color, I like what they did with it. It's really good. My only pet peeve with this thing is they didn't put any lights up in here, and there's no boom lights, and there is no rotating caution light, which is basically a hell of a called. A beacon light. There we go. I had to think there. So I'm going to upgrade this, but for right now I'm not going to touch it because it's under a year's warranty. So I will upgrade this. I'll figure out how to get some lights in here and get some lights into the boom, and then probably take this fake beacon light off and move it to the back. I put two beacon lights in the back here and do all that. Now, all the grab irons here, everything is all plastic. Cab is plastic. This is all plastic. The side compartments don't open up. This is all plastic as well. So we can always upgrade that. Now, these are plastic and these are rubber tracks. Okay. Not bad, but still rubber. Now, there is an upgrade chassis you can buy that's all metal, that comes with metal tracks. You can do that. Plus a ring gear for the turret, which is all metal. And put a different motor in there and a different motor for the main boom. And I'm pretty sure that you can buy some more actuators that are actually more heavy duty than these, because when it's under load it starts to click. That doesn't mean you're stripping the gears, it means you're putting it under load a little too much, so back off and then pick it up and it works fine. So the detail on it is really nice. They do have a light, a red and blue light that lights up on the inside of the cab. Not sure why they chose red and blue, but anyways. And then we'll figure out, and it's got a nice detailed little cab in there too as well. So, but then, like I said, the doors don't open. It does perform quite well. I am impressed with it. When I opened it up and grabbed a hold of the box, I thought, geez, that's got a little bit of weight. And when I opened it, everything up and took the excavator out and picked it up and put it in my hands, I thought, well, I got to weigh this. So I put it on my scale, and it does weigh 7.01 pounds. So I thought, well, geez, that's got a bit of weight. Now, I like where they put the battery compartment too, which is right here. So you twist that, you twist this here, and boom, there's the battery compartment, and here's the batteries. It's a Li-ion battery. It's a 7.4 volt, and there is some room in there where I can add a little bit more weight in the back end. And just raise this battery up a bit and put a little more weight in there. Now there is room inside the body as well where you can add a little more weight, and there's also a little bit of room inside the chassis here where you can add a little bit more weight. So, but seeing as how this is under warranty for a year, I'm not going to screw around with it or add anything to it. I'm just going to leave well enough alone. Even on its own, it operates quite nice. And it will dig. Now the other feature I like about it is that this little hole here, you can put attachments to it. So you can put the rock breaker on here. It comes with different. It doesn't come with different attachments. You can buy different attachments for it. And you can also buy a bigger and wider bucket, which is more or less like a grading bucket. So now the older models that I've been looking at before I bought this, there used to be a little spot in here which was a limiter switch, one on the top and one on the bottom. They got rid of the limiter switch. Now it's got more of a curl. Because when I looked at it, this forearm was basically moved over here, and then the bucket was like this. So when you pick the whole thing up, the bucket would be like, yeah, okay, that's not gonna. So they got rid of the limiting switches here, which is a good thing to see. But it would be nice if this was equipped with the beacon light, 2 headlights, and some boom lights, and probably another headlight over here, and maybe a couple of beacon lights in the back end. Now, when you do put it in reverse, it does not have a backup beeper, and it does not have a horn. I would expect for 300 bucks, right? But overall, the machine is really impressive. Like, it really digs nice. So if anybody who's getting into construction vehicles for RC, I would get the 1593 to start out with. Now the controls are really nice too. So let's talk a little bit about the transmitter. These controls are all proportional. So depending how far forward or how far back or this way, excuse me, I can control the speed of the boom and the bucket. I can control the speed of the forearm back and forth this way. It swings the machine either way, a 360-degree rotation, which is unlimited. The only thing that's not proportional are the drive systems. So no matter how light I try to push these in order to get it to crawl slow, it doesn't do it. So these controls are not proportional, but the rest of the controls are. Now these buttons here are for the accessories that you can buy that plug into that port right there. So as for overall looks of the machine, I love the looks of it, like the paint color and everything. It drives nice, it acts just like the real thing. It's got the proportional controls here, apparently just like on a real excavator. So there we go. So there's my review on the Huina 1593 excavator. Really well worth the money. I've had a lot of fun with this thing. This is a great model. Can't wait to try out the 1594, which is an upgrade version from this one, but it comes with all the attachments. It comes with everything. And that's around $454 for that unit. So it's going to take me a while to put money away and get that one. And how I got this one was I accidentally overpaid $240 on my credit card. And when I seen the, oh, you got a $240 credit, sweet, I bought that and got the extra battery. It all came to $300, so it didn't cost me very much money to get. I didn't realize I overpaid on my credit card. Well, that's the third time I've done that, but it pays off. So there we go. All right, guys, I think that's it for the review. I would definitely buy another one of these again, and I would recommend one of these to anybody who wants to get into the construction RC, and they will have a lot of fun with it. All right, that's it for the review. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and we'll talk to everybody later. Bye for now.